Hey everybody, it's been a little while. I am Medium Drew, previously Drew Cali, and I should be on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, but everything's new right now. Let me see, I gotta get us on. So it should be live. So if you guys want to just check in, say hi, that'd be wonderful. And let me just see. Chat. There we are. Hey Linda. All right, I think we got it working. And we have Instagram. Cool. All right. So it's a little bit, I have you on two screens, so you just have to work with me on the comments. Hey, Kingsley. Hey, Lori. Hey, B. Dana Marie, how are you? All right. Almost there. So I wanted to just connect tonight because it's been a while. It has to be several months. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Angelina. So, excuse the cough. Can you guys hear me okay? B from San Diego. I lived in Pacific Beach for a little while, actually. So tonight I just wanted to kind of reconnect and see if we can get some readings going. Hey, Lavina. Hey, all right, we have Brian. Hey, Patty. Stace. All right. It's a little weird looking at me on three screens. So just bear with me while I'm disoriented. So a couple things. Welcome to Press Pause. If you've never been here, welcome. And if you want to drop a note, say hi or where you're from. I always love that. We get people from all over, sometimes different countries. So I haven't done this in a while. I'm glad to connect. I know it's a Saturday night. I'm going to start doing them on off hours if I can. A few things too is that I meant to put it out, but I hadn't. There's a Psychic Awakening retreat in July, the 25th through the 28th. It's like a Thursday to a Sunday. It's just north of New York City, about 2 hours. It's in the Catskills. It's going to be awesome. My friend Maria Salvatore and I are doing it. Hey, Lisa. Washington Township. That's so funny. So one of the owners of the movie theater had reached out via Facebook and asked if maybe we could do a gallery at the theater. So I'm hoping to do that. I grew up in Hillsdale, so I'm very close to that. Hey, Lisa. Hey, and Glens Falls, upstate. Hello. Roni from Ramsey. Hey. So, yeah, I had my office in Ramsey, but we closed down. We're doing some in person, but it's limited to families and groups, sometimes in Mawa, or I'm coming to you. So if you guys are interested, you just have to go to mediumdrew.com and fill out a waitlist form, and then you can email us after and see when you're looking, and we'll figure it out. Hey, Rosie. All right, so I just want to, this is so crazy. So finally we got on Instagram at the same time. So a couple of things I like to do is, if you don't know me, I curse like a truck driver. I don't levitate, don't have a bat phone to God. My life is not simple and easy. And these are merely abilities. When I share them with other people, they become gifts. And if you knew me 15 years ago, both of us would be laughing that I do this. Had no interest, didn't know I could do it till I was 33. I'm 48. Shh. And I like to have fun, but I understand the weight of what I do. I know I'm responsible for everything I say. I also teach a butterfly course on Wednesday nights, sometimes on Tuesdays, via Zoom live for 2 hours every week. If you're interested in that, again, just go to mediumdrew.com and check it out. The retreat is there. The butterfly series is an ongoing course. And I do mentorships and things like that, but I want everyone to go through the butterfly series first so we speak the same language. I've tried it before where people have various backgrounds and I've never worked with them before. And then I've worked with some of the people on the mentorship before. It just doesn't, it's not as cohesive as I'd like. Hey, Rosemary Woodridge. Hello. Dana Marie. Thank you. All right. So we will get into the readings. Just hang tight. I'm going to have to put a link in there so that I can get people up here. Okay. So one thing too, mediumship is not a ghost talking to you. I think people tend to think that. I thought that, truly. I really did think that. And I when this started happening the way it did, I didn't understand that it was much more of like a blend of energy, like I'm experiencing the soul in a first and third person way. And my experiences can sometimes be in there. Sometimes they're utilized as references. Sometimes they can get in the way. But for the most part, I spent the better part of 5.5 years meditating and developing these abilities. I didn't even know you could develop. And truly, the word psychic always kind of freaked me out because people will come in and like, I always joke, people will come in and ask me really deep questions and I've never met them and they're like, should I have this baby? Like, it was just heavy stuff. And I don't mind getting that when I'm in a reading, but I want to be connected to your people if I can first. Sometimes I get spirit guides, but I really put a lot of emphasis on the evidence of mediumship, meaning facts. You know, like a father can be a father-in-law, a mom could be a grandma, but like it shouldn't be like Steve can't be a John, but Joe could be a John. You know, there's things that sometimes it's like playing audio charades underwater. And I just found that when I started developing or I started having these experiences, I went to so many people and it was incredible. The journey was absolutely incredible. I couldn't even put it in words. I'm actually writing about it now, but I would say that, I mean, I have notebooks full of, you know, channel sessions and meditation and spirit guide stuff. What I would say is if you're an empath and you're sensitive to energy, then you have to have really strong emotional boundaries and you have to know who you are in order to understand, is this me? Is it you? Is it spirit? That's why I don't really read for people I know, I love, or I care about, or I have an invested interest in the outcome, because I can't be objective. My mind literally will, start, I'll have to question everything I get and go, do I know this? Did you tell me this? And for me, it's all about authenticity and integrity because there's a lot of bullshit. There is, and I think I don't want to be somebody that tells you what you want to hear. I want to tell you what you need to hear. I've never received anything that didn't help or didn't heal. If it doesn't help or it doesn't heal, it's probably not real. The only dark or evil I've ever experienced is emotional residue from the living. I've never had a spirit that never had a spirit stuck. And I sat in a circle with mediums thinking that, that I could do that. And I heard very clearly a voice tell me that you're wasting your time. We don't need your help. I'm not discounting anyone else's experience. If you're into that, fine. But I wanted my sessions, if I was going to do this, I wanted it to be accurate and I wanted it to be helpful and healing. At first, probably the first 2.5 years, I really wanted to be good. So I wanted to be like, no, this is real, because I didn't really believe it. And I still wake up every day and I'm like, do I really do this? And if you knew me outside of here, you never really know I do this work. I mean, there's people that have known me for over a year or two through my 7-year-old and have no idea what I do, and I like it that way. And random is untrained, undisciplined connectivity trying to get your attention so that it doesn't stay random. Those of you that have lucid dreams and intuitive hits, like you ever meet someone, you like them, you don't like them. Or your friend, you're out eating and it's not because they weren't drinking, but you had that thought like, is she pregnant? And then 2 or 3 days later, they call you and like, I got to tell you I'm pregnant. You're like, I think I thought that. It's like, it's out here somewhere. Well, when you train and develop and you hone in, your questions change when you have practical applicability. So when you sit with a human being across from you, Zoom or by phone or in person, and you just explore the energetics. So if you sit with 5 different people, you're going to have 5 different conversations. There's 5 different needs. There's 5 different personalities. There's 5 different sets of experiences. And that's what starts to happen with the energy. There isn't one way to read. There isn't, you have to get this, you have to get that. Usually the magic is in the unexpected. And I try to stay as helpful as I can without telling people what to do. I don't like that. And people have their choices, people are responsible for their actions. I can't guarantee any particular outcome. I can't guarantee that any particular spirit will come through. And sometimes I joke that I'll do spirit DJing. Like I'll say, who do you want to connect with and kind of get a name. I might do that a little bit tonight. It doesn't always work because it's not an authentic, organic connection. And if I find that I'm reaching and trying to grab and pull more information, because I can't connect with whoever I want, whenever I want. And I can't connect for anybody living that wants to connect with a non-physical spirit or consciousness anytime they want. And it's not really meant for that. You know, I've had people that come in and, hey, Penny, hey, Sandy, hey, Misty. And I just feel like it's interesting. Like there are things that naturally come to me. Someone just mentioned something about the sex of a baby. Like I will get, there's like a boy coming, or, you know, somebody's getting married in May, or there's certain very important highlights. But I truly believe that the sacred or soul contract that we have before we come into this experience, into this physical reality, we do agree with each other on certain things. I don't know. And listen, I came back from Iraq angry and driven to not be poor. And I went into a business and I did really well, and everything was about the money. And my wife at the time and I had a stillborn baby girl at 8 months and 1 week. And then like 25 or 26 days later, my brother-in-law took his own life, and my mom had just passed a cancer over like a 2-year period. She battled that. And my mom was the type of mom where all three of us kids thought we were her favorite. You know, she was just an awesome mom. And then through that journey into healing and therapy, I was asked, what do you do for fun? I'll never forget it, because I was like, what do you mean I work? You know? And then I got sober. I stopped using anything that alters my mood or my mind. And it changed everything. And that's about a year to the day after this. Hey, Kelly. Hey, Tanya. After this, or after that, it was kind of like one came with the other. But when it did happen, it was like homecoming for me. Like I just knew that I was supposed to explore this, and I was relentless. I traveled to Arthur Findlay College. I did like 22 or 23 weeks in like a 3-year period over there, because it's not like a college where you get a degree. You know, you go for a week at a time, a weekend at a time. I would go for 2 or 3 weeks, go to France, visit my buddy, come back, you know, and I was like obsessed. I did courses with most of the names that you would know in the States. And the late Janet Nahovac is only 30 minutes away from me. She used to be a nun. Unfortunately, she passed about 2 years ago. But I was mesmerized that there was a whole subculture of evidence-based mediums. It wasn't this. I was nervous. I'm like, how do you behave as now a newfound medium? You know, and it's so interesting to me because, you know, like I'll run into people like, dude, you psychic? You know, like guys I grew up with and stuff. And I think part of me didn't really accept it, so I kind of hid it. And I was using the last name Callie, which is my guide's name. Callie is the constellation previously known as Great Bear. Great Bear was and is one of my spirit guides, the first one I ever met. And when I was looking for a name, I woke up in the middle of the night hearing, going back to Callie. And I looked up Cali, and it meant the constellation previously known as Great Bear. And I typed in Drew Callie, and I'm Irish and Italian, so Callie fit. But my real last name is Polifrone. And I've shared this story before. I never hid it. It was just easier to use. It was easier to spell. It was easier to find. So now I go as Drew Polifrone, but you can find me as Medium Drew. Hey, Gina. Kim Griffin, excellent medium out of North Carolina, Wilmington. Kim, I just ran into somebody the other day who was like, I went to this woman in North Carolina. And I'm like, is it Kim Griffin? It's good to see you. Sheila, hey, JoJo. So Tanya from California, and Cicero, New York, Kelly Miller, hey. So I love sharing this space. And I kind of, when I was coming on every week, I was playing around with different things. I would do cards for people, meditations, readings. And tonight we're going to do some spirit connections and maybe pull some cards, but we'll see what happens. All right. Hey, Gina. Hey, Diane. All I ask is that when I do get into the reading portion, that if you're commenting on the side, that's fine. Just if I think it's for you, I'm going to try to get you up here on the video. It's hard to do it via comments. If I do have to do it via comments and you can't get access to the video, the link that I send you, please, everybody, just don't comment while I'm reading, because if you comment, it just delays. There's a huge lag time that I see from what you're seeing in the comments. So it takes forever, and it's a little bit harder because I have to wait like 20 seconds to get a yes or a no, which is like, can seem like an eternity. Not just to me, but probably to you guys. And again, if you're interested in developing at Medium Drew, check out the butterfly series on the top. There's a form. If you're interested, you can fill it out. Subscribe. Please like and follow me on social media. I'm trying to build up a YouTube channel and Instagram and Facebook once again. And we have a psychic retreat, a psychic awakening retreat where we're doing Reiki 1 certifications. If you're already Reiki certified, we're going to reattune. We're going to do reattunements, and we're going to do like almost a full 2 half days where I have like 4 or 5 healing tables and 2 people will be working on one person. And it'll just be a lot of fun because you can do hands-on application. There's a lot of people out there that have taken Reiki with me or other teachers, and they just never use it. And I will say, I did spiritual healing, trance healing, and just like energy healing, if you will, just natural spiritual healing for 4 or 5 years before I went into Reiki. And the reason I got certified in Reiki is kind of funny. If I told someone, I'm like, I'm going to do spiritual healing, they'd be like, do you touch me and I fall down? You know, and I was like, no. So I got tired and it was hard to explain it truly. Reiki gave it a whole new, it gave me a whole respect for Reiki. I used to make fun of it. But it had a language, and there's other people that I share it with. And it's been a huge vehicle for me. When I have office space or when I travel to other places and do things out of a hotel, I do these soul sessions, which is like a 45-minute reading and a 45-minute energy healing, or an hour and an hour. And it's just really an incredible experience for most people. And I think, right now I'm doing a lot of stuff mainly via Zoom. If you're interested, you can check it out. But I do in-home family sessions and in-home private groups in Bergen County, New Jersey, and that area, New York City area, Hudson County, and Westchester, New York, Orange and Rockland County, New York, and then sometimes up in Saratoga. So I'm trying to get back up to Saratoga if any of you Togans are on. I lived up there for a while. I love it up there. But right now I live in Monroe, New York, so I'm kind of in the middle of everything. All right, so I am going to put a link in here. Let me see if I can find it. It's been a little while. Here we go. All right, so I just ask that you're either giving to the group or you're taking from. So please be respectful of one another. And if you think it's for you, great. I might just come to people direct just to keep it simple and moving, but be patient with me. I want to do this well, and I want to do it right. And it's important to me that I don't sacrifice the quality for the quantity. I can't make everyone happy, and I'm not a trick pony. And please don't make me do that. I don't like that when people like, are you sure it's not so-and-so? And for me, Washington County, yeah, Kristen, I would do that. I would go anywhere if I just had, I might need to be paid for the travel or the time or whatever. I love doing this, and I'm trying to get out there a little bit further, maybe like Florida, just different areas, but New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, like Milford, Pennsylvania, Pike County. All right. When I put this link in there, it only accepts 5 to 10 people in the queue. So if you keep trying and you're like, hey, I can't get in, it's because there's not a spot open yet. So just hang tight. All right. I'm going to put this link in there. And if I've read for you before, please let tonight be for people that haven't been read in a group or on this format. I'd really appreciate that. All right. And I literally wait and I want to be led by spirit, and people will get highlighted. And listen, I don't see people walking around in like a pink bubble, but I do see colors and energy. And when I need to see something, and it has a language of its own, just like the butterfly courses that I teach. There's different levels. There's like the empath, intuitive, and then there's the psychic, and then there's the mediumship. Well, I didn't know that mediumship was not like I could know somebody spoke Russian and know what they're trying to say, but I couldn't give you the Russian words because psychic is reading for the physical reality, or I'm sorry, while spirit is incarnate, which is in your physical body. Discarnate spirit is when a consciousness steps into my awareness, psychically connects with me so that I can be influenced to tell you who they are. And usually their personality and certain facts about them will stand out to me. And look, I do get things wrong. I'd rather be real than be right. The content that I receive is almost, if not always, never wrong. But the context that I understand it to be in, or the context that I verbally put it in, or the context you understand it in might be wrong. Sometimes I get something about the living person and I think it's about the person on the other side. Sometimes I think it's a memory, but it's something that just happened. You know, like there could be or like a good example is I share this. So if you've heard me say this, forgive me. I'll start in a sec. But these two ladies drove from like Syracuse or something, and it was really far. It was like a 4 or 5 hour drive, and I was really nervous I wasn't going to be able to read for them. And I saw this tiny baseball bat floating into a dollhouse garage in my mind's eye, and I'll never forget it. I was like, I couldn't understand it. I thought they were trying to show me something about the grandkids. And finally, I was like, what's with the bat in the garage? And they were like, oh my God, holy shit, we killed a bat in the garage this morning. And I was like, oh, that would have taken me 90 years to figure out. So I don't try to interpret. I try to give it as I get it. I'll never receive anything if it doesn't help or it doesn't heal. And it's never a judgment or a judgy, but I will get exaggerated impressions so I don't miss it sometimes because it can be very subtle. So please, sometimes people are like when I do families, you have like two siblings going like this and one's like this. So it's just a funny thing. And everyone's relationship is a little bit different. Hey, Jen. Hey, Cherry. All right. So, hey, Sandra. All right, Maddie. All right. So, hey, April from New York. Lila, Ava. Okay, I'm going to put this in here. Let me see if I can do this right. Yeah. So there's a link in here, and you might have to download the Restream app. The reason I'm able to be on Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook at the same time is I'm using this platform called Restream. So you have to go into that link. You might have to open it up in new browser, meaning if you're like on Facebook or you're on Instagram or you're on YouTube, just open up Google or open up Safari or open up the Microsoft Edge, whatever the app is for you to get on the internet. There you go. And just know this, if you come on the side, please know that if you get removed, please don't try to come back on because I'll remove people if every time someone comes on, it beeps. You guys can't hear it, but it's super loud for me. All right. Can you guys hear me okay? I just want to make sure. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Tanya. All right. So let me just, I got to mute people coming in. All right. And please, if you want me to call on you, I have to see your video. I know some people are like, oh no, but it's important. All right, here we go. All right, the room is full. So if you're in, great. If you're not, hang tight. Okay. All right, let me just see something. So, it sounds great. Good. All right, thank you. It's still really weird looking at me on Instagram on one side with a fuzzy face, and the other side I think is my screen, but there's a lot of me going on. All right. So please know again, guys, the room is full. So, hey, Usha from the UK. Let me just come in over here. So, Mary, I'm going to come to you. Do you see me? Can you hear me? Yes, you. You just pointed to you. Okay, I'm going to pull you up. We just make sure when you guys, if you guys all in the queue with the video on that got in, make sure that your audio settings and your audio settings are on or tuned in with whatever you're using. Because if I get you up here and I can't hear you, I have to remove you. All right. I know it's a lot of rules, but when it works, it's great. All right, Mary. Hey.
Can you hear me?
Just say hello. Yeah, now I can. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I am pretty good. So, thanks for coming up. So, Mary, I'm going to ask you, how can I help you the most tonight? And I can't guarantee that it's going to work, but if it does, I'll go for it. And if it doesn't, I'll be honest about it.
You can help
Well,
me.
wait, hold on one second. I got somebody. So your dad passed, correct?
My dad passed.
Just say yes or no, or I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't give me
Yes.
information because it'll make my ego jump in and want to be right. All right. I trust me, everyone can't. It's a very unusual way to do this. I know, but it's important because I can't tell you how many people want to help me. And by helping me, it actually changes the narrative in my mind. I did a whole reading for a brother and sister thinking they were a husband and wife. All right. So it's really, really important to me that I get the integrity of this. And I need to mute people. Hold on. Okay. So Mary, I know I have your dad and your mom passed too, right?
No.
Okay. So you must be a mother-in-law or somebody off to the side of dad. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And okay, your mother-in-law passed?
Yes.
Okay. So thanks for doing that. I know it's hard, isn't it?
It
People
is.
want to go. Let me. You want to be a convert, and we'll get into that. But I need to really be able to connect first. So I just want to make sure I have this right. So do you understand that Dad would have passed, and it would have been rather unexpected, or it went kind of quick?
Yes.
Okay. And do you understand Dad was in the Army?
Yes.
Okay. What was he in? He was in the armed forces, though, right? Because he keeps showing me a
Yes.
flag, and he's like really proud of that. Okay. And
Yes.
also, do you understand the name like Charlie or Charles? Do you understand that? It's
No.
okay if you don't, I promise. So, what about an animal named that?
No.
Say no. Listen, don't get upset. It's
No.
not going to make me go away. I promise. I'm very comfortable being uncomfortable. All right. I
Okay.
want to do this in a real way. And if I get a couple things off, then I always feel like if I'm not getting at least one thing wrong, I'm not trying hard enough. Because it's not so simple. And I need to learn what language they're giving me. Okay. So your dad comes in here in a very strong way. And also, so I don't know what this is, but so his mom passed also, I know, but you had the name Mary after somebody, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is that your mom's mom?
Yes.
Okay. So I think I have both grandmothers because she passed too, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So and also who's like I don't know if she's trying to tell me that there's a cat there or she's trying to get me to the name Catherine or Kate. Do you understand that name? Are you one of two kids?
Can I
Do
say
you have two
more?
siblings? No, do you have two
Yes.
siblings?
Yes.
Okay. One's a sister, one's a brother?
Yes.
Okay. And who's the nurse?
That was
Is that
my
you?
mother. No.
No, go ahead. You could tell me a little bit now.
That
I
was
just
my
I always want to know who's here and how do we know it's them? And then
It's
I
my
can
mother.
your mother's sister. Okay. And also I don't know, there's somebody that keeps showing me this like somebody I don't know if they went by the nickname V or they're showing me a capital V. Do you understand that?
No.
It's either like Valerie or Vicky. I keep getting that. Is there somebody living that you would understand that name for? It's not a letter that I normally get. Okay. So we have 3 or 4 people. So let me just try to work on this. Okay. Who do you want to hear from the most?
My son.
Grandma? Oh,
Son.
okay. Sorry. So so it's so interesting when I do this and I work, if anyone, I'm so sorry you lost your son. If anyone lost a child, please check out Helping Parents Heal. It's a great organization. I know there's others, Forever Foundation. There's a lot. Helping Parents Heal is one I work with a lot. They have a really broad network too. But the reason I'm saying that is that when I work with, and if you see me looking down, I just doodle and I write notes with things that are coming to get out of my head. When I get children, sometimes the person you want to hear from the most doesn't come through first because the others are showing you that they're with them and they're learning my language that minute because it changes the way that they connect with me. Okay. So now, so let me just dial this. I just want to make sure that I'm with you because I have other people coming in the room and it's getting busy and I want to make sure I stay with you. Do you understand that your son was like 25 or younger? How old was he when he passed?
34.
So would you understand why he's taking accountability?
Yes.
Okay. So I don't know why, but he keeps showing me this younger, not version of him. I'm not saying that I'm seeing him at 25, but I'm very aware of that age. So I don't understand exactly why, but I feel like he's trying to give me a time frame and it's got to be important. Okay. So also, I really like him. So do you understand with him that he had some personality?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. There's like a charisma with him, but it really worked against him, right?
Yeah.
Because he could really hide shit.
Yeah.
And I don't know what this is, but do you understand the drugs and alcohol with him?
Yes.
Okay. And do you understand too that like he just keeps making me feel like, forgive me if I'm wrong on this, but did he always have like girl problems?
Yeah.
Okay. He just, I don't know how to explain it, and it's not a judgment, I promise. He's just letting you know this is really him. All right. And he keeps showing me September. Do you understand why he'd show me September?
Yes.
It's an anniversary, a passing, or a birthday or something?
Yeah. I know
Okay.
why.
And also he keeps showing me the number 9 or 19. Okay. So I have a feeling it's a date or a number of years or something. Do you understand that? Please, if I'm not
I,
understanding the context of it, I'm pretty sure it's one of those because he keep getting it. Okay. And
okay.
also, so did he call your dad Pop?
He, can I answer?
Yeah, please.
He called my father-in-law Pop Pop.
Great. Okay. Is your father-in-law passed or living?
Yes, passed.
Okay. I thought he was talking to your dad, but they'll show me things. I always feel him next to me and behind me. Okay. And also, I don't know what this is, but he keeps telling me that you've been for 2 readings already. Is that true? Or he came through
No.
twice, he keeps showing me? Oh, really? So, and hold on. So I know too that, give me a sec. I don't know why he keeps showing me this. So I know you have 2 siblings, but does he have 2 children?
No. I
Okay. Go ahead.
He's showing you 2 kids.
Yes.
I know why. They're his
Okay.
they're his niece and nephew.
Niece and nephew. Okay, fair enough. It was like because even before I got something about that, but that my mind wasn't accepting it because I was trying to put in context of you. So also, I don't know what this is. So is he like the M name, like Mark or Mike?
No.
So who is that?
Mike's my husband.
Okay,
Mike
because
was his step.
got it. It's clear as day that he gives me a name, and if I don't land at who it's for, I'm okay with that. And I know we all have like a John and a Mary and a Mike, but this is very specific from him. And I actually thought it was him, and he's like giving him a shout out.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really interesting because he makes me feel also that. So, do you understand with your son that he had? Does he have his real dad's first name?
Yes.
Okay, I don't know why, but I thought it was a J, but I'm not sure. But he keeps showing me that there's like this similarity, but him and his dad had a distance, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and like he
Yes.
just keeps making me feel like you did everything right. You need to know that.
Oh.
Okay, that like you don't owe him anything, and it was like you were trying to so hard to I don't want to say the word wrong, but like almost like cater to him in a way, and like let it like make sure that he felt loved and accepted, and he just makes me feel like I don't know what this is, but many problems started between 20 and 25. All right, and he just keeps showing me it's like he didn't know how to grow up or he didn't know how to like be responsible and stay responsible. Okay. And also, can I get a little bit deeper with this? I don't want to offend you, but so did he take his own life?
Accidentally.
Okay. So this was an overdose.
Yes.
Okay. So, but I still get that he keeps taking responsibility. You can't. He doesn't want you to do that. All right. He doesn't want anyone around him. And there's another female that he keeps showing me that's living. Was he married or did he have a girlfriend? Because there's this one other female that he keeps showing me that like I don't know if it's his relatives. I don't know who this is. And also that he needs you to know this is him. It's funny because I hear the word like ma. That's how I get
Oh,
it. Like ma, it's me. Like I get this ma thing. Like just the way he is, he could just talk to you and be like whoever he was, and he knew you would always accept him. And he just keeps making me feel like he's happy you have Mike. He's happy. He's happy you have
oh,
Mike. And he just needs you to know that. I don't understand this. So was this only like within the last 2 years or so?
it was in December.
I'm so sorry. So just a couple of months. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and it was like the middle of the month.
Yeah.
He just keeps showing me like a big X over Christmas, like he fucked up Christmas.
Oh.
But don't feel bad for him. The reason I say that is because it's like he keeps giving me this very focused energy that anytime you focus on worrying about him takes away from you living the life you're supposed to live. And I'm not saying you can't think about him, but letting go of the grief is not letting go of the love. And ultimately, he just keeps giving me this feeling like he just needs you to know he's with everyone else that came before him. And that's why he had like 3 or 4 or 5 people come. And that it's like really important to him that you know that he's with everybody else. And he's correcting me too. He's telling me that it was not on purpose. It was not on purpose, but part of him was okay not being here.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry to say that, but that's how I feel. And he just makes me feel like it was going to be one way or another. And I don't know. He just keeps making me feel like he would walk a straight line for a period of time, and then he would just zigzag and he would lie about it, walk a straight line. And he just makes me feel he got really good at hiding it or keeping people at a distance. And one of the things too, that he just makes me feel like he could have done anything, and that bothers you. You know, like he had this personality and this mind, and he just needs you to know he's okay. Also, I have a black dog on the other side. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know if it's like a lab mix or something, but I just get this like black dog with him behind me. Okay. There's another dog that's like more brown, but he just shows me the black one, but there's another one behind that that's brown with maybe a blackish face. I'm not sure. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. And again, he's given me that name with the Charlie. Do you understand that? You don't understand that with somebody? Just remember I said that because it came up earlier and it came up again. All right. And I'm okay if it's not right, but I keep getting that name. If it's like Charlene or something like that, I might be able to understand that. But if it's not, don't worry about it. And don't bog your mind, because you'll get what you're supposed to get. I promise. All right. Because sometimes people get stuck on what they can't fit it. Don't try to make it fit. All right. He just needs you to know that he's okay. And he hears you. He hears you. He hears you all the time. All right. And like you must write letters or something, or you write to him. Do you understand that? If you don't, you need to. Okay. Write a letter to him. Write a letter to him. So the ritual in spiritual is really important sometimes, right? So if you write a letter to him and then you burn it, it puts it into the air. It gets it away from you, out of you to him. And just like consider it a ritual that can help you. And try that, because he's really trying to connect with you, but he just feels like he doesn't want to upset you. And he just needs you to know that he is not, so one thing I always get with spirits on the other side is their home, we're visiting. It's not the other way around. He just makes me feel like he is emotionally well. Okay. And I know that you tried so hard to nurture him and be there for him. And he always knew that he could go to you, always. And I just need you to know that there's nothing you need to question about your motherhood or anything else that you could have done to avoid this. He wants full responsibility for it, and it's not yours to own. All right. I don't understand this. So does he also have a brother?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just aware that he doesn't want his passing to take away from anyone else's living. He keeps giving me that in a big way. All right. Like he doesn't want you can be happy for the other ones instead, but he doesn't want you to not be, because then it upsets you. And I don't know what this is. Can I get a little personal?
Uh-huh.
You sure?
Yes.
No, I'm just kidding. So you had a baby that didn't come, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just aware of the little soul with him. It's like he's trying to anchor in this and let you know it's really him. Okay. There might be 2, but I just need to say the one. Okay. I don't know if you thought it was a boy, but it just feels like that to me. Okay. And also, so one of your, I think it's, I don't know if it's your mother-in-law or your grandmother, but one of them had like breast cancer that metastasized. Do you understand that? Or it was like, it ended up in the lungs. Do you understand that or no? It's okay
Maybe.
if you say no.
Maybe.
How do you mean? So let me
might-
take your mother-in-law. Your mom-in-law was sick, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, so this is Mike's mom?
The
or your for his dad's mom?
his dad's mom.
Okay. Because it's odd that he's referencing a mom-in-law. So that makes sense to me that it's his biological dad's mom. So she smoked.
No.
So I got to go with this. Okay. I have a woman here. It's got to be like somebody that's important to you or him. And it's feels like it's either grandmother or maybe your mom. I'm not sure, but I keep getting this and it's about smoking or it had something to do with it. And this was like a cancerous condition, but it was a respiratory issue at the end. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that with the other Mary or is that with your dad's mom?
That's my mother-in-law.
Oh, so that's who's been trying to come through. Okay. Different mother-in-law?
It's my first mother-in-law.
Okay, got it. Okay. So that's who I was trying to get it to first, but I think I screwed it up because I said breast cancer. She kept trying to show me this. Okay. So just know that it is her. And he's just showing me that he can see everything clearly now, but he couldn't see clearly here. And he doesn't want to be a burden from spirit. Okay. He doesn't want to be a burden in spirit to you because he felt like one here and he wants to own it. But listen, I know, I get it. I do. But I want you to know that he loves you very much and he feels your love for him. And he's just sorry that he left that way and that it was just so devastating. And he just keeps making me feel like you got to give it time and you got to do the right things to get better. You got to do the right things to get better. You can't dwell on it and sit around for too long. You can do it for like a little while. You have the right to, but he just keeps making me feel like you need to be around people and you need to be out there and you need to be doing stuff. It's just your way. All right. You're very nurturing. Try the letter. I have someone else that's coming in the room, so I have to move. But I just want you to know that he loves you and he wanted to come through first for you. And just trust that look, there's a lot more that I don't know than I do over there. There is. I mean, I'm Irish and Italian. You can't be raised any more Catholic. I had to unlearn a lot. And one thing I would say is that maybe we're just not supposed to know because maybe nobody would stay. I don't know, but I do know that he's making very clear that there's nothing for you to worry about with him. And he is sorry for the law, like for the void, but he doesn't want it to take away from the people around you that need you and from you. And just let him be your angel. Let him be your angel. Okay? And tell Mike I say hi.
Okay.
Okay? All right? So I'll leave you with that, okay? Thanks for coming on, Mary.
Thank you.
All right, I don't know how to, just give me one sec. Okay. So I hope you guys see how this kind of works. Sometimes I get a lot of people, so it's a little chaotic. She had lovely energy, though, didn't she? So did her son. All right, cool. So let me just see. So I think I have to go. I don't know if the names are on top. Let me just see this. I think it's Kristen. Kristen, I'm going to pull you up, okay?
Hi.
Hey, Audra. Hey, just give me one sec. Hey, Meredith. Hey, Linda. Hey, Zena. So if anyone's interested in that psychic retreat, I have to put a shout out again for it in the summer. You don't have to have any experience. It's just about Reiki and readings and meditation. You can check it out. Mediumdrew.com. Just go to the retreats tab. And also the butterfly series is coming up, but just check it out. And if you guys could like, follow, and share this on whatever platform you're on with somebody that would appreciate it, I consider it a personal favor. All right. So Kristen, how are you?
I'm well. How are you, Drew?
I am pretty good so far. There's plenty of night left to screw that up, I always say. But so is my dog here? Yeah. I don't know. He kind of blends into the chair. That's Hopper. Someone just said hi, Hopper. Betsy, do I come to upstate New York? Sometimes I do, yes. But I don't get there as much as I'd like to. I have a little bit of a waiting list for that. But we're trying to do some events. I'm sorry, Kristen. I'm trying to answer some of these questions. Dustin, what's up? Okay. There's no Zoom. People that are asking how to join the Zoom, there is no Zoom. There was a link in the beginning, and the room is full. We have a queue. So just hang tight. If it opens up again, I'll post the link for Restream, which is the platform. So, Kristen, how can I help you the most?
Well, I'd like to hear from my dad.
Okay. So, do you understand? Does his name start with an R? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. I get it again. So just stay with me for a second, okay? So who would be the Richard or the Raymond or something? Do you understand that? It's not a name I normally get.
I have a Rudy,
Who's that?
my uncle,
Is it his brother or your mom's?
my mom's.
Is he passed?
Yes.
So I have to go there. Because when they give me an R and it's an unusual name that I won't normally get, because I might have said Judy or something, you know? So, so is he the one who had a heart attack?
No.
Okay. Is that your dad?
No.
Okay. Stay with me a second.
Okay.
So I'll just say this, that, so hang on. Someone keeps showing me that I have two guys. Someone keeps showing me that they had heart issues. Okay. And it was like an ongoing thing, but then there was like a very quick dip at the end and they passed. And someone keeps showing me cancer. So what's your dad's first name?
John.
Don or John?
John.
Okay. I don't know if I have him. I feel like I might have a grandfather and I might have your uncle. I'm not saying your dad won't come.
Okay.
Let's just see what happens. Again, sometimes I always joke, like, you want to listen to your favorite song on the album. Sometimes you have to listen to the other songs because they're almost like tuning me like an instrument so that I can be a
Okay.
better ambassador for your person. So let
Okay.
me go to Rudy. So was Rudy kind of a character?
Yes.
Okay. And he was like a guy's guy, right?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't know why, but he shows me like he had an earlier passing than expected. And he makes me feel like I feel like I have two people mixed in here. So is he like in his late 40s or early 50s when he passed?
Yes.
Okay. And again, I know I got this before, but he must have done military service, correct?
No.
So who's the police officer in the family
My uncle.
or corrections? Okay, different uncle?
Different uncle.
What's his first name? He's living, right?
Yes.
What's his first name?
Jimmy.
Okay. So was Jimmy in the like Army or Navy?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why, but it's like sometimes it's like I have people talking behind me and like I don't know what they're saying. They're like deciding what they're going to give me, but I just need to go here for a second. So Jimmy's on your mom's side also or dad's?
Dad's.
Okay. So I have another person coming in. I just want to make sure I have this right. So do you understand with your dad that I think I have him. There's another John too, correct? Is it your brother?
No.
Who's the other John?
My cousin.
Okay, fair enough. So is it dad that has blue eyes or green eyes?
No.
So I got to stay with this because I feel like I'm screwing it up because I'm going back and forth. So I thought I had your dad. I have to stay with your uncle here for a second.
Okay.
I don't know if are you one of two or do you have two children?
I have 3 children.
So they're 2 boys and 1 girl?
No, 3 boys.
So again, I keep getting the same thing. So just stay with me a second.
Okay.
I know I chose you because you were highlighted. So I want to try to do this, but I don't know that I can't get to your dad right. So let me just try this another way. It just got quiet. I don't know that I'm going to be able to connect like right now.
Okay.
or I feel like the people that I do have, you might not want to connect with as much, or there might not be as much, but that's just how it feels to me. I also get, I feel like I want to say dad's mom.
Oh,
Do you understand this? Were you close with her when you were younger?
yes.
Okay. And there's somebody they call Jack. All right. I need to stay with the information that I'm getting. It might not be for you. So I'm going to leave you in the room, but let me just connect with this one person, because if I have the right person for the right person, it flows differently. If I have the right person and it might be the wrong person, I'll get yes, no, maybe, kind of, because it's not like I can't change the information. It keeps coming, if that makes sense. So I know it's a disappointment. Just hang tight. Okay. I promise. All right.
Sure.
Okay. So does anyone on the side understand what I'm saying? That I feel like it's a male, and it's either dad or it's a husband, but I feel like it's more of a dad. And I feel like there's like blue-green eyes. And this feels to me much more of like a heart attack, or like definitely a heart issue. Does anyone understand that on the side over here? I know you guys in the comments can't see it. Okay. Wait, so there's another Kristen on here? I'm not sure. If I try to connect the dots on this, it might be really crazy. Yeah, but the husband can't be living. So the person that I have, oh, you know what, Kristen, I'm going to bring you back up.
Okay.
I think I got a little bit of clarity. So just stay with me a sec. So with your dad, he had a brother, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So because I just kept hearing, you got to get back to John. You got to get back to John. And that's your dad, right?
Yes.
Okay. And also, do you understand that it's interesting, because I feel like your dad had a very strong way about him, but your mom's like the manager. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And like, it's like your dad is giving me this feeling like he didn't know how to come through. He just didn't know how. Do you understand that with him? Like, he's just like, this is not his venue or forte. And like, he doesn't want you to get emotional. And it was almost like I could feel him. And then I kind of pulled back. And then other people came in to kind of fill the gap. He just keeps making me feel like he needs you. It calls you Hun. I know that he's here. Like, Hun, I'm here. Hun, I'm here. And he also makes me feel like, I don't know what this is, but at the end, he couldn't speak.
No, he couldn't.
Okay. He just keeps making me feel like, but I heard everything you said. I heard everything you said. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. And like, I just feel like holding a hand, and he just makes me feel like he doesn't want you to remember him for that, because he's not in that pain. Okay. It's a big thing. Hang on, my seat. Too many steaks. I'm like sinking. My seat's freaking moving down. So, he just needs you to know how much he loves you. And that it's so funny to me, because, so do you understand that he could curse a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Because I feel like he's like, this is fucking crazy. Almost like I can't fucking believe that there is an afterlife. That's how I feel. Do you know? It's like, oh, shit, I can't believe it. I would have done it differently. Like, he just makes me feel like he really didn't know, and he didn't necessarily believe. He hoped, but he didn't want to let on that he was like afraid, but he was definitely not sure. And he just needs you to be 100% certain that he's okay. And also, I don't know why. So, hold on. So is there someone else with a name that's not yours, Kristen, but with a K, like Kaylee or something?
Katie. Yes.
Who's that?
My sister.
Oh, I love it. So that was the name that was coming before, and I couldn't get that when I knew it was changing with, I'm sorry, Mary, I think it was on here before. So he just needs to acknowledge people. Hold on. And who's the A name?
Alyssa, my other sister.
Okay. Perfect. Oh, I love it. Okay. And he's just like, he's making me right like a nut. Because I got to say, he's just not one of those guys that's going to emotionally express himself, correct? Not that he's bad at it, but I just get this feeling like I don't get a lot of, I don't know. I just get like him almost reserved.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he's just trying to do this right or what, but I do know that people that are close to him love him.
Yes. Yes.
You know, he feels very like he wanted to. Hold on. So, do you understand with him? And just correct me if I'm wrong, but I want to make sure that I'm staying with him. Do you understand with him that he was good with his hands?
Yes.
Okay. He just makes me feel like I could fix things or I
Yes.
could tinker with stuff, and he just like he had a knack for it, and he liked to be busy. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Like if we're going to talk, he's like, I got to be changing a light bulb or something. Like there's just something that he needs to be doing. And also, I don't know what this is. Who's Pat?
Pat.
Yes. Patty or Patricia? I'm sorry?
One of my mom's friends is all I can think
Okay.
of right now.
Is her husband passed?
No.
I have somebody that's standing next to him that's talking to him about Pat. So just stay with me a sec. So does Pat have shorter hair?
Yes.
Yeah. So I know it's about her. So I don't know if it's like her mom or dad, or I felt like it was her husband. It's a male. All right. So just remember I said that maybe it's a quick hello from heaven, but I have to say, your dad loves being your dad. Like he does. It's like such a cool thing for him to like, it's like this feeling like there's a good pride in a way. And he just wants you to know that he would do anything for you guys, anything. That's just the way he was. And also he makes me feel like not only was he always busy, but work was really important to him. True.
Yeah.
It's kind of like part of how he was raised and who he is. And you guys are like that too.
Yeah. Yeah. He
You
works
know?
7 days a week.
Yep. And, but also he's like a people person.
Yeah.
Do you understand that? Like, I
Yes.
just feel like he liked to be useful. He liked to be useful. So I have a question.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. My mind played a little bit of a trick because I got something and then it changed. And whenever I get something and it changes and I start questioning it, I screwed up. So was he into cars?
Yes.
Okay. I just kept hearing this loud engine in the garage and I wasn't sure if it was a bike or a car. It was like a muscle car
Yeah.
sound. But that's how I felt. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay, like 68 Mustang, like or fastback. Do you understand that?
Yes, he had one. My husband and I were just talking about it today.
I love that. I love it. So was it like a dark blue or black?
I don't know what actually, yes, I'm sorry. It was a blue.
Perfect.
It was a blue.
So just know it's like I feel like he's funny. He just showed me a picture of him driving off into the sunset. So he's just trying to show you, but he knew how to he knew how to his way around engines too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. It just makes me feel like I have to like use that orange stuff on my hands to get like he's just like and his hands are like calloused or tough.
Yeah.
And I so I know his name's John, but he keeps talking. I think I'm getting this right. Is there someone else that goes by Joe?
My son.
Perfect. And I don't understand this. So again, he's talking about green eyes. Does your son have lighter eyes?
They all have blue.
I'll take that. Green are the most uncommon that I get, but
My
maybe I was scared.
has green.
You're what? I'm sorry.
I have green eyes.
So, is Joe the oldest or the middle?
The middle.
Okay. Is one of them like 11 or 12?
No.
How are they all 2 years apart? 2.5 years apart?
Yeah, about that.
One's 1.5. I don't understand this. So, and I keep seeing he showed me the number 8. So I'm not sure if he showed me an age or a month. Do you understand the month of August being significant?
Yes.
Okay. And also he just keeps talking about your grandmother. So I feel like it's his mom, but also your mom's mom passed too, right?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like he's trying to bring her in or let you know that she's here too. I know there's Caitlin, but is there also another one like a Catherine?
Kayla.
Didn't I say that before? Oh, that's but that's your
Katie.
sister.
Katie's
But is
my-
there another person that's older with the K sounding name?
Kayla's my niece.
Oh, all right. Well, I feel like this must be your grandmother trying to say hi to the niece or something. I don't understand this. Before I got the name Kayla or Kate, and you said it was your sister, right?
Yes, Katie's my sister.
So just stay with me one sec. What's your grandmother's name on your mom's side?
Frida.
Maybe I would have gotten that wrong and got like Frank or something. I don't know. But it's like funny because I can get Gertrude, but if I get the Joes and the Johns and the Jacks and the Jims messed up. So your dad is just trying to lighten it up, and he just needs you to know. It's so interesting because he makes me feel like you have everything that you're supposed to have, and he did. In some ways, it may not seem like it, but his job was done here.
Okay.
And he just makes me feel like, I know it sucks. I do. And I know I can feel your love for him, and he can feel that. He just doesn't want you. He wants you to see the best of him, not the end. And he just makes me feel like it was very hard for people to witness him powerless and helpless. You understand that? You just froze. Yes. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
just know it's his way of like really showing you that he's out and about. And he feels like very young and alive to me. All right.
Thank you.
I'm trying to get other information, but I don't know what this is. So is he always wearing t-shirts?
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. He kept commenting on my t-shirt. Like I have to talk about my t-shirt. I don't know if he wore black or white, but he keeps showing me like he always wore t-shirts. And I don't know if it's jeans, but he just makes me feel like he needs to be comfortable. And he just needs you to know he's okay. He hears you. And I also do you understand the name Ryan or Brian?
Yes.
Who is that? Is that like a niece or, a nephew?
Nephew.
Okay, fair enough. I'll take it. He's just trying to get everybody involved and say hi to everybody. He doesn't want to leave anyone out. And really here also, I don't know what this is. Hold on. He just keeps making so can I get a little personal?
Sure.
So your mom's living, right?
Yes.
I know you love your mom, but do you guys butt heads?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay. He just makes me feel like maybe it's since his passing. I'm not really sure, but he makes me feel like sometimes she needs to be more involved.
Okay.
And I just feel like it's like he's trying to I don't understand it, but he's trying to make me understand or you understand that. I don't fully understand this. Were they separated?
No.
So how long ago did he pass?
3 years.
So is everything still the same at home?
I don't understand what you mean.
Like closets?
Yeah.
Okay. He just keeps showing me that there's this, like her way of managing his passing or this is like over involvement a little bit. That's how he makes me feel. Okay. And it's like, sometimes we just have to accept the way things are. And he's just sorry for having to leave when he did, but he just doesn't want you to think that he's not seeing everything. Okay. I have one other question. It's kind of weird.
Okay.
Did you guys have like a country getaway?
Country getaway.
Yeah, like a house or like a retreat, a Poconos or something.
Cape Cod.
Okay, so did it have? He keeps showing me this scene where it's like either hardwood or a stone fireplace. Do you understand that? And it's like real wood.
Real wood.
Yeah. So if you don't get it, don't worry about it.
Yeah. I do.
It's like I could smell the firewood, and it's like there's something very like natural and earthy and being outside about it. So I don't know what he's trying to show me, but I just need you to know that he and also I don't know what this is. Are you guys where are you from?
Long Island.
So who's like gets made fun of because they're a Jets fan?
My brother-in-law and my sister.
All right.
Stacy.
He just kept showing me that like these freaking Jets fans. It's funny. But the Giants suck.
Yeah, they do.
He just wants you to keep being you, and he loves you. He doesn't want to go, but he's pulling back. He just needs you to know that he loves you. And He's like almost like, sorry, it took me a while to get the connection.
Yeah.
He wanted it to be right.
Aw.
And I don't know what this is, but he keeps showing me. Does somebody have like a little bit of a tattoo with like his initials or a date?
Yes.
Okay, is it like on a wrist or something?
Yes.
Okay, I just keep getting that. He kept showing that to me. I just need you to know this is really him. And he loves you all very much, okay?
Thank you, Drew.
Thanks for sticking with me. I'm sorry it took me a while to get that.
No, no, no. Thank you so much. I appreciate
Absolutely. God bless.
Thank you. God bless.
All right. Just give me a minute here. Lindsay, that's funny about Ryan. So I want to go open this up to everybody. I'm not exactly sure. I feel like I have somebody's daughter here. So I need to stay with this for a second. All right. And I feel like this is unfortunate, but I feel like this younger girl would have taken her own life. I'm sorry to say. And does anyone understand that in the video side that is up on the line or no? All right. And I would say that, what about in the comments? Can you guys, if it's for you and you think it's for you, just put a capital YES and I'll try to get you up here, okay? But this is specifically somebody's daughter. I don't know that she was like a little girl, but she just keeps making me feel like she's here for, I want to say mom. Does anyone understand that in the comments? Don't say no if it's not for you. That'll take up too much room. But if it is for you, nobody's taking that, okay? So if it's not your daughter, it might be like your niece, but it would have to be like your sister's daughter, or you have to be very close to your sister-in-law because this person's coming through in a way that I need to get this to somebody for mom. So Dee Dee Whiteley, I'm going to try to bring you up. So let me just, so Dee Dee, I'm going to put this link in there. So there's a couple of people that I need to remove from the video feed on the left of, or I don't know where you guys are in relation to me, but I see you guys on the left. If I remove you from the room, please don't come back on because I can only take so many people in the room. And it's nothing personal, I promise. If it's supposed to be for you, it will be. But I need to get this person to the right person. So if I remove you, please don't come back on. I just need to make a little bit of room, okay? So just hang tight. So I just put the Restream Studio in there. So Dee Dee and Mary Ritchie, if you guys can try to get up here, I'd really appreciate it. So if you're coming on, please nobody else come onto the video. Please nobody else come onto the video. Please nobody else come onto the video. I only have so many slots and they can't come on. So I'm removing people from the video feed. Guys, please don't come on the video feed. That video feed is for Dee Dee or Mary Ritchie. All right? Please don't try to come on the video. Don't use that link unless you're Dee Dee or Mary Ritchie. And Karen, I do see you. So Lisa, I'm removing some people from here. If you get removed, please, guys, you're not letting me get the right person to the right person. Please stop using the link. Please stop using the link. Don't come back on. So, all right, I can't get, people just keep logging on. So, Dee Dee, do you understand this to be your niece or your daughter? We'll just do it through the comments. People won't listen to me about staying off the video, so they lock you out, unfortunately. I'm sure they're not doing it on purpose, but I can't do anything about that. So can you comment? I know there'll be a lag of a comment. If I remove you, please don't come back in. Oh my gosh. Let me just scroll down here. So Dee Dee, you understand that? So I'm just going to do this with you in the comments, okay? So let me just mute everyone on the side because it beeps for me. And then we'll do this through the comments since they won't let you on. That really bothers me. So this is why I don't do these every day, because people just don't listen. So Dee Dee, you understand that she took her own life? She's in the comments, guys, because the people with the videos won't stay off. So I asked only that Dee Dee and someone else come on. Dee Dee, do you understand that? Sorry, doing this through the comments is hard. Yes. Okay. So, Dee Dee, I don't know why, but was this only like a year and a half ago? She keeps showing me the number 15. I'm not sure if it's an age or it's a number of months. Do you understand that? So just let Dee Dee respond for now in the comments, if you guys don't mind. I want to make sure that, like, when someone comes through as loud as that, I have to honor that. It's the way I roll. So please, nobody comment. Let her. Yes? Okay. Thanks for giving me the yeses or the nos. I like that. So, Dee Dee, she just makes me feel like there was suicidal ideation, if you understand what I mean by that. She makes me feel like there's a constant thought stream of it, and it wasn't like a one-time thing, or it wasn't just like a bad day. This was something that she was very purposeful or intentional with, I'm sorry to say. And she just makes me feel like she didn't know the damage she was going to do. She just didn't see it that way. And she feels like she makes me feel like she was very hurt here. But on the other side, she makes me feel like she had to experience the hurt that she left. So, Dee Dee, I'm sorry to do it this way via comments, but I just need to say that she needs to just tell, and her mom must wear something around her neck for her. So, Dee Dee, do you understand what I'm saying, some of this? I just want to confirm and make sure I'm still with you. Dee Dee, you still there? So I know there's a lag time on this, but Dee Dee? I hope you're not upset. I'm sure she regrets. Okay. So, but I just need to clarify that. Well, you know what? I won't even. So would you understand that she had like dirty blonde hair, or she had highlights? And she just keeps making it feel like it's straight and kind of long. Do you understand that, TD, for her? Like hair, jewelry, flowers, I'm not so good at. You understand that? Okay, so I just needed to, sometimes I have to give something to amplify and anchor that it's really them. Just know that. And also, hold on. Steedy, who's James or Jamie? I want to say they're on the other side. Do you understand that, TD? Did you say yes? Okay. Thank you. Someone's asking me for a link. Let me just put it in there. I should probably have someone moderating, right? Your husband's still here. Got it. Oh, got it. So his dad passed, though, right? Dee Dee, his dad passed. because she's showing me she's with this other person, and then I got the name James, but the other person is an older male that's either connected to you or your husband. But I want to say it's your husband because she said his name. Yes. Okay. Just know it's her way of letting you know that she's really over here and she's really here right now. And again, like, you know, everything she's going to say, she keeps saying. And his dad was named James. Perfect. Okay. So just know it's her way of saying this is me and I'm okay. And she's with everybody else. And this is something that I get a lot where people, especially if they take their own life or if they go in a way that is questionable, people are worried that they're not in, like, you know, they're in like purgatory or something like that. I've never experienced that to be true. And I promise you, I have to unlearn stuff every day and I have to get out of the way every day. But she's very connected to the healing portion of within the family. And she couldn't take it, is what she keeps saying. And I'm sorry to say it that way. But she needs you to know. So Dee Dee, are you her aunt or her mom? And she's also given me this Julie or Judy name. Can you help me out with that, Dee Dee? Are you her aunt or her mom? And do you understand that name? And I have someone else coming into the room, but I don't know that it's for you. And I want to thank everybody for not commenting. It really does help with the flow because it's always like 20 seconds late. Aunt, okay. And do you understand the Julie or Judith or Judy? It's okay if it's a no, I promise. I'm very comfortable being uncomfortable. Not really. Okay, thank you. So, Dee Dee, I'm going to let you go from that. So thank you very much for letting me connect through comments. And just know it was her way of just getting my attention and trying to get to you quickly. And to let you know she's okay. And she has those regrets. And that it wasn't anything anyone could do about it. And it wasn't going to stop. She was adamant and very opinionated, I have to say. All right. So I'm sorry for your loss. Okay. All right. So let me just go back over here. So I just want to say a couple things. So you can see how the readings work. And please respect when I ask people to, like, if I remove you from the feed on the side and you keep coming back in, you might not be aware because you're so busy clicking. But like, from my perspective, it takes me, if I get into that analytical mind where I have to like overmanage or overspeak as Drew, it takes me out of the blend of the spirit mind and the spirit connection. So it's like if I'm on Zoom with somebody and they have all these technical issues, if I have to fix Zoom, then if it goes more than like 5 minutes of me being technical or analytical, it's hard for me to be in that abstract, like, space of being a bridge. So let's see what happens going forward. Hey, Jules. And also, again, just a shout out for, I have this meditation called The Pearl Within. It's free if you're a subscriber of mine or to the website, the mediumdrew.com subscriber. And if you go to the website, you just click on subscribe and ask if you can have the Pearl Within. It's a 22-minute guided meditation. And if you're hurting, there's a space in there towards the end where it kind of leaves it open for connection or healing, things like that. But it's a pretty good, we have a lot of good feedback on it. And I find that meditative space allows us to be much more receptive to the energy language that we all have access to. Remember, these are abilities. When I share them with other people, they become gifts. They don't really work for me. I don't get to hang out and talk with my people. I can feel them, I can sense them, but usually it's when it's unexpected or I'm jogging. But I meditate for almost an hour every day, and I pray my way into a meditative state. And I feel like I don't overthink what the other world is like, because no one's ever going to figure it out unless they want us to. So I would say each of us, if you're connected and you're here, I've seen more healing, excuse me, more healing and transformation from people that are participating in it. Mediumship is wonderful. Intuitive guidance is wonderful. Clarity is wonderful. Direction is wonderful. Meditation is wonderful. Reiki is wonderful. But if I am your answer and you have to keep coming to me, and if you go to somebody that makes you come back all the time, there's something wrong with that. I can't read for somebody every month, every 2 months, every 3 months. Even if somebody comes to me, they've been to 2 or 3 mediums before me, it's like I'll feel like a thinness in the connection because there's more of a want than there is a need. It's always predicated on the needs. And sometimes they're needs that we're aware of and sometimes they're not. It's okay to have wants, but if the wants are overwhelmingly overpowering the needs, like if this is real, say 333, what happens to me in a group is I literally get this feeling that's like, don't come to me, don't come to me, don't come to me when I'm in groups. And it's usually like, I'm not really aware of it. I'm just unaware of that, the potential of going to that person isn't available. So just know that, it's a very unique thing. And it's, the mind can be a mind field, for real. So Elaine, thanks. So I'm going to someone just asked me for something. Let me just put it in there. Yeah. So it's just mediumdrew.com/subscribe. But if you go to the website, if you just go to Medium Drew, you see all the links. And I would say that people that are interested in connecting and learning how to connect with their loved one, there is potential in that. And it is very healing in a process. But I understand that when I teach, I become more of a student. And the more that I learn, the more I realize I don't know. It's like music. And I would say that when I get people into a meditative space, like you don't want to do a spirit guide meditation every day because your mind's going to anticipate it, But if you're in a quiet meditative space and all of a sudden there's a visitor there, someone says something and injects something live, that's where you won't question it as much, And look, there's a lot of things that may not resonate with you that I say. I'm just trying to be helpful and share the information that is very common to me now because I deal with so many people on a regular basis. And sometimes I forget what it's like to not know. So I don't mean it in a condescending or disrespectful way, especially with children or spouses. I understand that people want to, or even siblings and parents, but people want to connect with their loved ones, but the language is different. And sometimes we have to relearn that. And you have to be in a certain emotional space to really be able to listen. But they're always sending signals, whether it's a cardinal, a butterfly, a ladybug, 1111, songs, it's a beautiful thing. And you can ask for things, but be a little bit like, you can be a little specific, but don't be like at 2:30, you got to show me. Ask for something like, show me something in the next 24 hours or next couple days over the weekend that I'll know it's you. Something like that. Something as simple as that. And something will pop up and it'll make you think that thought. Just trust that. You ever get like a synchronicity and then you try to explain it to somebody, you're like, dude, then there was like this butterfly, and then this song came on and it was like 12:12, and people are like, like, are you okay? Some things are not meant to be shared. They're meant to be experienced, So take it for what it is. And, there are people out there that'll try to teach you how to connect with your loved ones. I do feel like you can blend with them, but it's much better in a meditative or a Reiki kind of state of mind or of being. But mediums can be very helpful with opening the doors to certain things. But if you go too much, I don't know that that's healthy. Like if I could bring somebody's child through so much that, it was like a conversation every time, they would never accept their person was in the other world. Do you know what I mean? So, and remember, they're home, we're visiting. So I feel like, I don't want to say the word aloud, but they're only able to provide information first of all, that I can actually access. And I'm sure there's always, better mediumship. But they'll give you what you need at that moment to let you know they're there. But what's enough? What's enough? And I feel like sometimes I've given the most, I couldn't give a better reading and it's enough. And sometimes I couldn't give a better reading and people are like, what about, my brother, or like, what about this? Do they want me to sell the house? Know that they want you to make the decisions. You don't need their permission. You don't need their permission. They do trust you. And if you need their permission, they'll let you know whether you should or you shouldn't, like somehow. You know what I mean? I've never had somebody come through and say I should have worked more or that they shouldn't have sold the house or this and that. But I've seen a lot of families torn apart by, the aftermath. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes you have to teach people how you cope, not how to cope with you, but how you cope. And if you're not doing any healing, nobody's going to ask you a question about your person or say, are you okay? Because you're going to go into a 25-minute tirade. And that's okay at first. But after a while, you have to teach the in-laws, you have to teach your friends, you have to teach people around you. Like, it's okay to ask me, but you got to give me 5 minutes to answer. Or you talk to other people that are in grief groups and things like that. So I was thinking of starting a meditation circle on Monday nights, like, I don't know, 7:30 or 8 or 8:30, something, just like a half hour, an hour for people that are grieving, but not to do readings, just to like sit in that quiet space and for healing. So if you're interested, please email me at info@mediumdrew.com and just in the subject, just put interested in the meditation circle. If you're grieving, if you've had a loss. I've always thought of putting a grief group together, but I don't want to pretend that I'm a counselor and I don't want you to get attached to me because my schedule does tend to change and I get my daughters sometimes on Mondays all day and night. So, but I want to put that out there. I want to be as helpful as I can. And that meditation, if you're subscribed to our website, it either comes automatically or I forget, it might come 2 days after, or you can always email right after you subscribe and say, I'd like that Pearl Within meditation. I found it helps, the guided meditation helps a lot of people. All right. So, hey, Regina. Hey, Vicky. Yeah, thank you. If you're interested, please just email because the feed goes away when I log off and there's a lot of it. So let's see what else I can do here. So I have somebody's mom. Let me just go in here. So there's another Kristen here. Oh, I just removed you, sugar. I meant to invite you in and I removed you. So if anyone's, how many people do I have in here? Hold on. So the Kristen that I just logged off. So MJ, I'm going to just move you off. So Kristen, I just logged you off by accident. Can you try to come back on? I swear that was for you. So nobody else log on, please. I wish there was more than 10 spots, but there's not. MJ, I keep logging you off. So just hang tight with me. Kristen, where'd you go? Oh, you're trying. Okay, try it now. There you are. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I hit the wrong click. Can you just say hello? I just want to make sure I get your audio. Yeah, I don't have your audio. So you have to go to go to the little settings wheel and just make sure you allow your mic. Kristen, your mom passed? Okay. I thought this was for you. You almost there? You're not muted, so it's definitely technical issues. So there's a little wheel or something, there's settings in the app or wherever you are. You just have to give it your microphone. So everyone just be patient for a minute. And you guys have been great. Thank you. Yeah, so there's a settings within the whatever app you're in for the download, the Restream app. Just find the little wheel. It's on. Then you have to turn your volume up on whatever you're on because you're not muted on this end. You're cranked on this end. Sorry. If you get it, let me know. I'll keep you on the side over there, okay? So I think, Victoria, did your mom pass? Can you raise your hand if it's true? Just give me that. Okay, let me come to you. Hey, Victoria, how are you? Can't hear you. Oh, no, now you're muted. Now you're not. If you get it, let
Hi.
me know. I'll keep you on the side. There you are.
I'm here.
I
Can you
just
hear
got my own. I just got my own echo. Yeah, hold on a sec.
So I think
Someone's-
Victoria, did your mom pass?
me? Yes.
Wait, so you
Can you raise
have
your
me
hand?
on. You can't have me on live, and you have me on twice.
Oh, that's why I'm
Hey,
hearing your
Victoria,
voice.
Yes. Yeah.
How do I
Oh,
do
no.
that?
I don't know.
No, you're not. If you get it, let me know. I'll keep you on the side. There you are.
Oh, is that better? I'm here.
I just got my
No, you still have the other, like Facebook or whatever platform you're on playing.
Victoria, did your mom pass?
So you have to just log off of that. All right. Well, that's not working. So there's a delay sometimes. So let me just answer a couple questions. If anyone has any questions, if you put them on the side or put them in the comments, sorry, I get exhausted after a while. I promise that I will answer the questions. Not if it's like, what's my life path? Or is my mom okay? Because that's kind of a blanket thing. But what I would say is, if you have a question about intuitive stuff or, signs or meditation or symbols or mediumship or philosophical, if I can answer, I will. But I will try to come. So, Kristen, did you ever get that? No? Give me this or this. I can see you. Nobody else can. Are you putting a headset in?
Thing.
Wait, say hello. I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yes. So
Can you hear me
apparently
on the
Mom was
laptop?
supposed. Yeah, I can hear you.
No.
So
okay,
apparently, Mom was saying hi to Victoria too, another mom, and but now she wants you to have on here. So I just want to kind of lean into this a little bit. So do you understand with your mom that we got a lot of Kristens on tonight, huh? So you have to forgive me. I have this like this little bit of a cough. Just bear with me a sec. I want to make sure that I have her back. What's your mom's first name, Kristen?
Kimberly.
Okay. So do you understand that there was like health related conditions going on?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why I get it that way, but I get it that way. So I'm not a doctor, like I don't always get it exact, but the way I'm getting it is like there's like either multiple issues or it's like, and also there's like cardiac and blood flow issues. True?
Yes.
Okay. And she just makes me feel like almost like, did she always get like swollen legs or feet?
Yes.
Okay. She just makes me feel like, I don't know if it's varicose veins or not, but she just makes me feel like my legs and my feet are swollen and like she didn't take care of herself the way she should have. True?
Yes.
And like she wouldn't listen, but she had an answer for everyone else. She makes me feel like she had a lot to say.
Yes.
That's how I feel with her. And you have a sister?
Yes.
Okay. And do you have two boys?
Yes.
Excellent. Isn't that cool how that happens? So when it's the right person for the right person, this is how it should be. All right. And that's why I tell people to not make it fit because it just doesn't work anyway. So also, so I don't know what this is. So did you smoke and then quit?
Yes.
Okay. And I don't know what, and were they menthol?
Nope, not menthol.
Oh, are they white filters? Like Marlboro Lights or something?
It depended.
So did your mom smoke?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. Because it's like a big thing. And she's like highlighting that you smoked and then you quit. But also she keeps showing me like this green package of cigarettes. I don't know. It reminds me of like Salem or something. Hold on. So also, did you have to take care of her a lot?
Sometimes.
Okay, I don't know why, but she keeps making me feel like, hold on, she has a lot. So it's interesting because I feel like someone's energy, like she wants to say a lot, but she's trying to do this right for you. And also that, so do you understand with her that, I don't understand this fully. Let me just delve into this a little bit. Her dad passed, correct?
No.
So do you understand that it has to be either her dad or her dad-in-law? Would her father-in-law have passed? I guess that'd be your other grandfather.
Yes.
Okay. So where's the alcoholism in the family?
Her.
She was.
Yes.
Got it. It's funny because she was trying to point it towards someone else. Was her dad also?
Not that I know of.
Okay, she kept pointing up the family chain, like through her dad's side, I guess, is what she was trying to say. But it's fine. I don't know why I'm aware of it like that. But I feel like when people, and I'm in recovery, so it's very close to home for me. But she, it's like she didn't want to own it. Do you understand that? Like she
Yes.
needed to make it someone else. Well, someone else. It's so funny. I don't mean funny in a bad way, but it's interesting to me because the way the personalities come through, they're very much alive. So it's not that, but it's just like, it's interesting how the personalities stay intact. And she just keeps making me feel like she didn't realize that it got as bad as it did, but also she tried stopping, but then couldn't. I don't understand this. She keeps making me feel like she had all sorts of complications and she couldn't see that it was the alcohol and the lifestyle, but also pills she took, right?
Yes.
Okay. And she just makes me feel like almost like she felt like she was beyond help. Right? Does that
Yeah.
make sense? I don't mean to be morbid about it, but I need to give it as I'm getting it. It's like
Yes,
she's trying to give me
100%.
she's giving me the version of her that you need to know that, hold on. So, I don't understand this. So, you have an Aunt Kathy?
No.
Does she?
I don't know.
So, someone keeps talking about Aunt Kathy. I'll take Katie, but it's like, did she go by Kimmy?
Not really.
It's not that. Even as I said, it doesn't feel right to me. So let me just stay with her a sec. She just keeps giving me this over and over that she knew what you should do and what other people should do, but she couldn't be the example for you. True?
Yes.
She just needs you to know that she doesn't want you to worry that you're going to be like her because you're not.
Okay.
Even if you're not drinking. She's very, very adamant about this, that like you have to stop. I hate telling people what to do, but it's like, in a way, try to understand that she just couldn't love herself. She just couldn't. Listen, there's people I've seen die from drinking and drugging, and they know they're not going to make it, and they still can't stop. So she just keeps making me feel like there were other things too. And I don't know, but hold on. Did she also just not eat healthy too?
Yes.
Okay. Because she just makes me feel like it wasn't one thing, it was like everything. And
Yes.
that she's just sorry that she didn't give you the example that you needed, but you're learning from it and actually becoming the example that you didn't have. True?
Yes.
And it's really important to you, and she just needs to honor that. But she still is giving me this, be careful that you don't resent her or really, really are pissed at her, because she makes me feel like, because every time you look in the mirror, you'll be pissed at you, because we always see ourselves through our parents' eyes sometimes. And she just loves you very much, and she's just sorry that she had that lifestyle. And she just makes me feel like she didn't feel lovable. Do you know what I mean? Like she didn't feel like she didn't know how to take that. And it wasn't a lack of love for you guys or for anyone else. She just really couldn't turn it around, and she's sorry for that. And she didn't really know how bad it was until she crossed over. And I always feel like, I know this sounds kind of weird, but they'll shed the skin suit in a way, and they like go, oh, like that is epiphany, where they can understand themselves from everyone around them, point of view and love and resentments and everything, and also the things that we like and don't like and memories. And she just makes me feel like it was a huge aha moment, and she's just really sorry. She's just really sorry. And she knows that. She makes me feel like she used to say I'm sorry a lot and not do anything about it. She just doesn't want you to feel that that's what this is. She's saying she's sorry because she really means it. And you're teaching her now. You're teaching her now. So do you have at least 2 kids?
Yes.
Okay. And you have 3 though, right?
Yes.
The third one's a girl?
One of them's a girl, yes.
Is it the third one or the first? Or am I wrong?
Middle.
It's funny. She looks just like you, right?
Basically, yes.
Okay. She just keeps making me feel like, I don't know. Is she like really sensitive?
Yeah.
I don't know. She makes me feel like she connects with her.
Okay.
And I don't know if she's trying to say that she had dreams about her or she mentioned something, but she kind of gives me that kind of feeling like your daughter's very special to her, but your daughter's very special to you. I know all of our kids are. I'm not taking
Yeah.
away from that, but she just keeps making me feel like don't overcompensate for what you didn't get. Do you know what I mean? Like, because
Right,
kids
yeah.
still have to learn on their own.
Yeah.
And she's just grateful that you guys were there for her when she needed you. And she's just sorry that she couldn't stop. I can't get her off of that. All right. So I know this can come out in an odd way, and you're not obligated to do anything or say anything. She just needs you to know that you wanted to show up and just say that I love you. And she appreciates all of how you feel about her because it's very mixed. Okay. And that's
Yeah.
okay. And she just wants to make sure that even if you're not drinking or smoking because you quit smoking, all that stuff, there's an emotional wellness that she wants you to pursue. And it's important because, like, I know people that stopped drinking and they were drinking alcoholically or really bad, and they just they may become a workaholic or a workoutaholic or a foodaholic or whatever. And she just keeps making me feel, I'm not saying that's with you. I just keep getting this feeling that she doesn't want you to overcompensate in ways that you're not aware of. Like, if you don't own it, it will own you. So my suggestion would be like maybe therapy or something like that. And that could maybe help. All right. And I know that's like not my job, but the feeling it changed my fucking life, therapy. And I'm a
Right.
6'2", 280-pound dude. And I wasn't somebody that was like, yeah, I'll go to therapy, but it made me have somebody reflect truth back to me. They weren't co-signing my bullshit. And I'm not saying this just for you. I'm just saying this for me. And you need some of that. There's disseminating that needs to happen, untangling. And you know the term codependent,
Yes.
right? So that codependent no more. Did you ever read that book?
No.
Melody Beattie. So I'm going to put it here in the comments. You need to get it and like read it tomorrow. Because you go,
Okay.
oh my God, that's me. And it's one of those things that we're all codependent to a certain degree. But this woman, Melody, I don't remember how to spell her last name. She coined the term in the 70s. And it's just like stuff that happens in alcoholism and dysfunction. And it even could be a level off. Like my mom and dad never drank in the house. Or they never drank. And my grandfather was sober for 40 years. I never knew him drunk. But I that was my coping mechanism. And they say once you become a pickle, you can't go back to being a cucumber. You know, I didn't want to be an alcoholic. So it changed everything for me, though. And it wasn't like I was drinking on the street out of a brown bag on a corner. I was very functional as far as like work was concerned and things like that. But I'm only saying this because there was a whole other layer underneath, and she keeps showing me that it's not for her, it's for you. She wants you to know that there's a lot more that you can let go of that doesn't have anything to do with how you feel about her. It's like just stuff that someone else can reflect back to you if they're qualified. There's a really good website called psychologytoday.com. psychologytoday.com, and they have little write-ups for people, and you could do telehealth and all sorts of stuff. But I just feel like it's something that would help you. I don't want to go too much into it, but I feel like you'd be surprised at how many winter coats we have on. And when you start
Yeah.
taking them off, you almost want to put them back on because it's like part of our identity. And she just keeps showing me like she wants you to have that light shine because you have a beautiful light. And I think that you can get used to the dimness of it and think that's the brightest of it. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
All right. And then I have this grandfather here. I think it's her dad. I'm not sure. Or no, did we say this is your dad-in-law's? Wait, I'm not sure. I'm getting lost with somebody. Hold on. So I got to ask you something. Do you understand the name Eric?
No.
What about Ed?
No.
Okay. I'm going to let you go.
Okay.
Right? So, Kristen, I'm glad you made it on. And I know that it can be heavy sometimes. But just know that what I feel like, someone asked me over here, Sarah asked me, do loved ones move on because of your grief, and do they feel the grief from you? They're never stuck because of us. But I would say that if they didn't take care of themselves, or they took their own life, or they had things that were could have been changed potentially and weren't, that they are very connected to our process of grief and healing. They don't get away scot-free necessarily, but they're not stuck anywhere. So I just want to say that to the person on the side. But Kristen, thank you very much.
Thank you very
Appreciate
much.
it. I'm glad we found the sound.
Me
Might have been
too.
me for all I know. Thank you.
Bye.
So I just want to go back to that question. Yeah, so Sarah, I hope that answers that. So, ladies and gents, I'm going to have to call it a night. I'm exhausted. I want to do a quick meditation, and I'm sure the numbers will drop because people are like, I'm not getting a reading. But just close your eyes for just a quick minute. And again, know that they're home and we're visiting. And if you want a reading, you can go to mediumdrew.com. And you could check out there. And there's also Spirit Messages. I do in May. I have an online one with Claire Merriweather from the UK. But we have that Psychic Awakening retreat, which I'm really excited about. And it's a nice intimate group thing, and it's such a cool property. Like it's an amazing space, and it's not that far from New York City. So just close your eyes and allow your breath to get into a natural rhythm. And just allow your out breath to be a little bit longer than your in breath. Breathe up and in through your lower back and out clear waves of energy through every pore in your skin. Just feel your shoulders relax. And just release any tension that you may have. And any thoughts, accept them, acknowledge them, let them go. Don't fight with your thoughts or try not to think. Resistance is persistence. Just let them come, let them go. As you continue to breathe, just imagine a perfect pearl at the root of your breath or the center of your chest. And with each in and out breath, it becomes more vivid and more vibrant. And this beautiful white light expands outwards in all directions like a star in the sky. Just notice your breath becoming white. Just allow yourself to just be still. And once again, you take one deep breath up through your lower back, out clear waves of energy through every pore in your skin. Notice your breath becomes clear again. And just bring your awareness to the term or the phrase or the feeling of gratitude, and not for things that you have or people in your life, just for you and all that you are. And I just want to thank you all. It's always an honor and a privilege to share this space. If you like and follow and ask for notifications, as I get inspired to do these, I'll do more. And I have a lot of love and respect for everyone that comes into this space. So thank you so much. You guys have a lovely night. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Don't forget to press pause.